I've double-checked that I've got all the highest conceptualization stuff. We're currently at 7, which is, I think, the highest we can currently get, because I can't throw any points in, and I think I only have the shirt, which adds to it. So we're going to try this impossible check with Joyce.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.
She pats her wet raincoat. I could use a coat like that. The rain is freezing.
Sadly, I need this one myself. It's hydrophobic, repels water, almost magically. The company makes them for offshore platform personnel. Very sturdy. What I can do for you is answer some questions. Nothing like talking to pass a rainy day.
Oh yeah, I can show her my badge, but where is the check? Does it actually tell me under here? It just says conceptualization. It doesn't actually give me the details on what it is. Maybe it was the... Was it passing the photo check? No, because, she wanted us to do something for her. Maybe it's under reality.
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
A legendary esprit de corps check, which I've got a lot of pluses. Oh, haha. Okay, there's no way that I will not be able to do this one. So, what is reach for something fundamental? 97%.
What is all of this? The scent, the sound, the air.
What world is this?
What world? The only one, I suppose. The world of matter. And its pale antipode.
The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water.
Oh, what do you see or say nothing? Oh, what do you see?
Great bodies of water. Forest-covered surfaces. Clusters of light where the cities lie. You've seen the montage. We all have. This world is enough.
Enough, she concludes, huh? Okay.
There is a term of endearment they coined for it, in the DeLorean century, when humanity was high on this world, discovering more and more of it, these archipelagos included.
And what is it?
Elysium.
Oh, we're referencing back to the name. Disco Elysium. Elysium. The world needs a term of endearment.
It does. There are those who would call it hell.
What is hell?
A term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the Mesk petro-fascists.
Are you saying that a lot of things come from this world's equivalent to Mexicans? A lot of bad things? Okay. The petrofascists, too. I don't feel like I have got the whole picture yet. Yeah, what else you tell me?
Oh, you want a picture of the world?
Sure.
There is no complete set yet, dear. They're having some trouble reaching orbit.
How come?
Great things are difficult to achieve. For now, we're viewing the world from the inside, sideways.
Inside sideways? What shape is this world, then?
We used to think it was a sphere, but that is beginning to look less and less likely by the day. You wouldn't know it from the tabloids, but the ORG nations have been launching weather balloons into the lower ionosphere since the 30s.
So, is it just that the world has gone flat Earth? Or is it legitimately that this world that we're in is actually not a spherical world?
ORG, Occident Grad.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big three scientific contributors, they're piecing together a dark grey corona.
A dark grey corona?
Yes. Pale covers 72% of the surface. There are grey flares and prominences, even arcs above entire isolas. The images are blurry, But if there was a sphere in there, it certainly looks like it fractured a long time ago.
A cold fear seeps into you.
So the Pale covers 72% of the surface. Is that just like... I'm imagining like in a 4X game, that's like the fog of war. Gray flares and prominences, arcs above entire isolas. Yeah, what? Wait, what are you telling me? I mean, both of these, I could ask. Yeah, what are you telling me?
You seem to be spooked. Please don't be.
Her voice becomes homely, calm. She lets a moment pass. The Pale? And what do you mean, Corona?
They say there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we are still living on a planet. Or, to speak more plainly, imagine vast swathes of land disrupted by nothingness. I am sorry, dear. It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even scientific positivism isn't entirely convinced about what we're dealing with here. But this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, it will jolt us out of our rut, bring us together, however naive it may sound.
A fractured Corona doesn't feel like it's going to bring everyone together, or doesn't going to bring anyone together.
You have misimagined it. I don't have the power to convey to you the effect and geometry of the images that depict our world from below low orbit. It's...
I mean, we do get orbit, so it must be a sphere. I must be just overthinking it.
It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very disco. You'd love it.
If you say it's disco, doesn't sound like any kind of disco I'd like to go to. I don't care about disco, I only care about the commune.
See? Everyone finds something worth holding on to in this world, however wasted its opportunities.
Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there, on whatever this all is. Your arms hang down by your sides. The lieutenant observes you both, silently. He adjusts his glasses.
You said pale. What is pale?
The Pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality.
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. We do have a case to attend to.
Kim, we're just getting into it.
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else.
What do you mean it's not part of reality?
Ma'am, remember you are dealing with a very sensitive and impressionable police officer who is still recovering from a recent medical episode.
The Lieutenant's right. Let's change topics. What do you want to know? Anything.
I want to know about the Pale. We got to come back and talk to her without him. Luckily, we do need to send him away later on to go drop off the body. So this can be one thing we can come back to.
You could sneak back later when the lieutenant is not here, unless you can convince him to step aside.
That's a pretty low check. I know you said that we have a case to discuss, but could you just go over there for a minute? No, I think I'll just come back and talk to her without him, because, he doesn't want to talk about it, apparently. That's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
I found my badge, by the way.
I love you did.
She inspects the piece of blue plastic, her eye scanning from left to right.
Fast, observantly, like an electronic printer.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter?
Seaweed drips from the badge in your hand. It smells of fish.
How about you share your information on the lynching, now that you've seen his badge?
The goalposts have moved, Lieutenant. In the absence of the badge, I have informed my employer there will be a probe.
Goalpost have moved. Joyce!
I cannot rescind that promise. To my knowledge, the drivers are still at the roundabout. I will tell you everything I know when you've finished with them.
That does sound that this was your plan all along.
My plan is to share information. The only way to do that now is by telling my employers you've kept your end, which I hope you will, because let me tell you, we are in dire waters.
Meaning, the information she has will raise the stakes in this game. How bad can the info she has be?
Yeah, and I'm not sure what she really knows about it. It seems like we've gotten quite a bit of info about the lynching so far. Although, I mean, there's still kind of a mystery on, like... I mean, there's still some mystery. She might have some info on that. Okay, all right.
The sooner the probe is finished, the sooner I can share crucial information with you. Now, is there anything I can do for you in the meanwhile? Tea, perhaps?
I mean, tea would be nice. So, what did she need for us to do? Go and just harass the drivers? Lieutenant Kitsuragi does not want you to hear about something called the Pale. Oh, right, okay. Joyce's info. She has something she wants to tell you. You just have to present her with your badge, or perhaps... Oh, okay. Well, where was, I don't see it in here. Maybe it's not actually like a full-on quest. Wait, didn't we need like we needed to do a check with the guys over there, right? Maybe it was the empathy check. 'Cause I know it was one of the truckers. And it looks like he's the only one that we have a real check left to do with. Or possible to do with. Because there aren't a lot that we could really talk to. A lot of the people over there are just kind of part of the protest. Musty smell of a potato cellar in spring emanates from the air vent.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
It's the empathy one, isn't it? Okay, I'll have to throw a point into empathy next level up. And then I do get a +1 from thoughts. And I think I do have a couple different empathy pieces of equipment. Do any of these drop my empathy? No, nothing seems to drop it. But okay, the biker sunnies, the Jamrock biker cop sunnies. Oh, and the Mesk Bangers red brogues. So we've got potential +2 in here, +1 from the point I'll put in. Okay, so that's not bad. We might be able to do that. Also, didn't I look at these? Or did I not because I died to Kuno? I think I get like some XP from activating these, so I want to just do it. Alright. Oh, what was it I was going to do over here? Oh, I wanted to go, like, buy stuff. Now that I've got money, I don't have to spend it all on my living arrangements. I've got all this disposable income. Didn't she have, like... Okay, there were books and... What else did she have for sale?
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
What was Wirral? I don't think I'll sit through the whole explanation, but I do want to see what are these Wirral things.
Lousy auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have
That's the
rituals
one.
where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them, though.
I love that she's just willing to sell it. She's absolutely terrified by the demon energies of it. She's just like, yeah, I mean, if you got 25 real, I'll give it to you. But that's like the in-game universe of D&D, so...
If you say so, but you better stay away from those immoral occult rituals.
Oh, can we, like, play it? Oh, I didn't actually look at the bullet, did I? Oh, let's take a minute to look at that. The bullet mushroomed out on impact. It now looks more like a fanciful jacket button than something that could pierce skin, flesh, and bone.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found.
We're just going to sit in here right next to Plaisance and talk about, not just talk about, but talk to this bullet. What do I do with you? What do I do with you, bullet?
What?
I said, what do I do with you, bullet?
Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say find the weapon that shot me.
Oh, that's a good idea, Kim.
If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim.
Right.
In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
Peel the bullet through the
The
bag.
squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag. You wouldn't ordinarily have cause to handle jacketed bullets. The citizens' militia uses cast bullets only. Little pebbles of metal loaded from the muzzle, usually in a cartridge.
So that means it's not someone who would be part of the militia. Inspect closer.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
So the jacket, if it's yellowish, probably brass, I assume.
You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
And then lead for the interior.
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound.
What can you say about the bullet so far?
Oh, wow, I actually know this. It's a jacketed bullet close to 5 millimeters in
A
diameter.
jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader, like those typically found on the streets of Martinez.
Military grade.
Highly unusual. The people of Revachol haven't carried breech-loading weapons like this for nearly half a century.
Maybe it's that old man out front.
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
Oh, 92%. I saw the legendary and I'm like, this is going to be a difficult one. But we've got 4 hand-eye coordination, plus 4 from a similar rifle. Oh, the old rifle we found in the basement. Aware of the name of the antique rifle. Encyclopedia said it came from a breech loader. Oh, we might just have this one in the bag here. All right. Determine the weapon.
A rifle, revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46 millimeter from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique.
Do we have a make?
The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theater of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago. Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you, the dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit the chamber.
But yeah, the state of this gun, it couldn't be that this gun is the same gun that shot it. Is anyone still making these rifles?
No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling.
Who uses Belmargrave rifles these days?
Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons cache, only in working order.
What are you thinking? Bullet?
I think I know where this came from. Dangle it thoughtfully.
Okay. And?
The shot probably came from a Bell McGraw rifle.
An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez, or anywhere in Ravachol, really.
That's probably a good thing. Or, well, why not? Let's see why not first.
Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws prohibiting the use of breech loaders we inherited from the monarchy have been effective, from what I've seen. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle loaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end.
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to front-loaded rifles is a policy enforced by the Moralist International in all the nations of the Real Belt.
I think we should have more powerful guns now. Makes you consider every shot. I do like that. Because you don't want to just do something... You don't want to let people just be able to shoot at the drop of a hat, just with no consideration, because then they'll get trigger happy.
Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, third, and so on come much easier.
Yeah, imagine that. I say living in, 21st century America.
But back to the investigation.
Seems we're looking for an antiques enthusiast. Could be guerrilla fighters. Jamrock banger. Something mysterious is afoot. Probably, an antiques enthusiast of some type.
Doesn't seem that likely, but we'll check out all possible leads. Next step, finding the gun itself.
Right, Bullet has nothing more to say. A high pasternal fantastique populaire board game illustrated with bucolic vistas and featuring odd-looking humanoid creatures. It's the 3rd edition mega setting supplements module and can't be played without the main game. What? Oh, come on. I wanted to play it.
Large letters on the front form a title. Wirral. The colorful box is illustrated with bucolic vistas. The cover art also features odd-looking humanoids. Some short, some taller, some with pointy ears, others with ephemeral wings.
Examine the box.
Text underneath the title in smaller typeface reads, 3rd edition, Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel adds, a sword and sorcery adventure board game with new maps and miniatures.
Shake it up.
Mysterious things rattle inside. What could they be? Dice? Plastic miniatures? A fantastical alternate world full of magic and wonder?
Oh man. Kim, do you happen to have the main game of Wirral?
None of that witless man from Heimdall, fascist dross, hidden behind faux realistic allegory. Wirral is no cliché-ridden apologia for colonial violence. Wirral is pure imagination. Yes, the Wirral setting is known for its complicated system of political alignments. But if you're not into that, you can just hack your way through dungeons in search of loot. That's what most people do.
Look at the back.
A blurb on the back reads, tired of the tedium and toil of modern life? Escape to Wirral. Leave behind Isolas and nations with their petty squabbles. Discard electricity, magnets, and boring technological widgets. Succumb to a world of high pasternal fantastique. Unleash your imagination and create an adventure of endless possibilities. Discover the terrible secret threatening Wirral. Can your band of adventurers save the world?
Oh yes, we're ready to take on the challenge.
Exactly. That's the spirit. All you have to do is read an intricate rulebook, study an assortment of maps, unfold the illustrated game board, and start rolling dice.
Let's get rolling.
In no time, you could be romping through grasslands with low-level characters, hunted by Iskala riders, or battling unspeakable monsters in endless dungeons fraught with danger and despair, conjuring up forceful magics to aid your quest. Don't forget heated arguments escalating to physical confrontation. with your friends.
It really is D&D.
And most importantly, never forget to rage quit if the dice don't go your way.
Calm down, drama. If the dice don't go your way, you just have to continue playing the role. You gotta take what's given to you and just go with it. Open the box.
You pry open the box. Inside, you find a folded up map, a small booklet, a 24-sided die, and a little plastic figurine.
A 24-sided die, huh? So you get a nat 24, huh? Look at the map.
A reprint of a crude hand-drawn map. The top left corner reads, Lands of Wirral. The map features both small villages and mid-sized towns with odd names, in addition to meadows, forests, hills, lakes and seas, also with odd names. It doesn't seem to correspond with anything you've seen thus far. It's not a very helpful map.
It's not the real world, Harry. Look at the
A
booklet.
quick guide to the magical races of Wirral. Create your own hero, choosing from any of these completely unique and fantastical backgrounds.
Okay, don't give me like some Tolkien-esque races. Give me like something crazy. You guys went all out in world building.
The options are in order of importance. The Welkin, the Dweorg, the humans, the fairy folk, and the pygmies.
Tell me about the Welkin.
The Welkin, tall, lithe, and graceful, with long flowing hair and pointy ears. They're known for being powerful magic users, but can also hold their own in a brawn-driven fight.
So the elves, huh?
The Welkin come with a variety of exciting sub-races. High Welkin, Forest Welkin, Lake Welkin, and Snow Welkin. But if you're not feeling experimental, a basic Welkin will always do.
Definitely the elves. Okay, and the next is what? The dwarves?
A grand race of industrious mountain people.
Right.
They're short, stout, and muscular, and enjoy digging for gold and other precious minerals. They're also well versed in the art of combat, where they prefer to use axes and hammers. The Dweorg also come in a few different sub-races. Hill Dweorg, Shield Dweorg, and Dark Dweorg.
I feel like I could just jump right in. I'd have to learn the names of things, but I kind of am familiar already.
They're just humans. What else is there to tell? They're average in all stats, and jacks of all trades. A very small race of flying people, known for being mischievous, full of trickery. They often lure people into their magical traps. There are no sub-races for the fairies. The least popular of the Wirral races, the pygmies, are short, rotund, and dim-witted. Pygmies live in small villages made of shoddy wooden dwellings. They spend most of their days tilling the earth and smoking their pipes. There are no sub-races for the pygmies.
Sounds like some hobbits. Look at the die.
It's made from some sort of wood and has been decorated with peculiar plant motifs. You don't know much about dice, but this one looks pretty damn fancy.
Oh, take it.
You place the die into your pocket. It's always good to have luck on your side. You see a man in ragged clothes wearing a lopsided hat and wielding some sort of a firearm.
Huh, interesting. A communard.
Like a communist? A communard? A
A
what?
communard. One of the leftist revolutionaries in the anti-centennial revolution.
What's... I wonder if asking what's so interesting about that will also let me ask this later, or say this later. Usually when you have a question, it allows you to continue on. Okay, what's so interesting about that?
The figurine is not a part of the real game setting. I guess someone misplaced it during the packaging process.
Does this mean we can't play?
I have a feeling the figurines are more there to set the scene than anything else.
Oh, take the figurine.
You pick the figurine up by the base to meet your gaze. The little plastic man stares back at you, his face contorted into a disturbing shout. Then you pocket it.
Close it
A
up
colorful box with the
and
title
put it away. Well, we've got standard Wirral die. The basic 24-sided role-playing die can be used to get results for several dice. It's made of East Semite snakewood and embellished with plant motifs. It reminds you of plain and hill welkins. Note, look at the map tab in journal to see what white checks have opened. Did buying the die just open up a bunch of new checks for me? What a nice little figurine. A turn-of-the-century leftist revolutionary in ragged clothes. On his head lies a lopsided hat, seemingly an ushanka. In his hand, he carries a little musket. Oh man, let's see what have we opened up? So this is all down at the bottom, the stuff that we can't really do anyway. Of course, there's Titus, there's authority and rhetoric? I thought, didn't we pass the authority check? Or maybe there's another one. We have the esprit de corps with Joyce. And we can do the mirror again, huh? The mirror is the only one I think that we didn't have before that, well, accessible again. Can I go and try the mirror? Did the dice just give me luck in the mirror check? Pardon me, coming through. Pardon me, I've got a mirror to see. I need to go look at myself. And that was what, electrochemistry? Do I have anything that's electrochemistry? Or anything minus? Okay, that one is a +1. What did the pants give me? They're tied around the crotch, so they give me +1 electrochemistry. What we have for the fingerless gloves. And that's it. Okay. Which gloves did I have on? Oh yeah, I had on the Fairweather gauntlets. Okay.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. You see yourself, the expression, fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it.
So I know the origin. No more steam. I have the die. Why the die, though? Did he have a history of playing role-playing games? And then +1 shaved. 28%. All right, this is like a little over the 1 in 4.
Still not happy.
Ah.
It won't come off that easy.
All right. Too bad. Let's put back on the big gloves. I didn't even look what else I could have bought there. I just went right for the D&D game. The Wirral game, I mean. We didn't find her husband anywhere either. Did I even go farther down the coast to wherever, like, the Kim, what are you doing? Kim, calm down. Let's call up the library.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Can you connect me to Jamrock Public Library?
Hold on, officer.
Got me on hold for a while, but this hold music is not very nice.
I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to their librarian. Connecting the call in 2, 1.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
I'm looking for any information that you can provide on Billy Mejean, a reader.
Billy Majon, you said. Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database.
He puts down the receiver. Oh, even worse sounds here. Are we talking to a modem? Like an old, like 56K modem?
Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Majon's home address. Is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
Ah, too bad.
They're too poor to have a phone line.
Oh, right. Oh. Yeah, the home address is fine.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Cape Side Apartments, it says. That's all.
Aren't we, like, right at Rue de Saint-Ghislain?
By the pier, north of here, those big apartment buildings there.
Yeah. Do you have any other information?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day.
Do you know someone who was?
Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Majon? They returned a Tybalt book the other day.
You hear someone answer from afar.
Maurice, what? A woman yells. Then, yes, okay, if it was the police, she starts explaining something.
Oh, that was a challenging check, too.
Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet.
So Billy is the wife.
Good. You have a name now.
So Billy Majon is a woman, not a man. How did your colleague know that it was her husband?
Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
Do you know the husband's name?
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight.
Can Marie describe what he looked like?
Marie! She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him.
What was he wearing?
1 second.
The librarian turns away from the phone again and relays the question.
Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that.
Thank you. That's all from me. I have no other questions.
Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
Librarian hangs up, and the call gets redirected back to the station with a soft click.
Anything else you need from me?
I'm done for now.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of...
Well, we can go up to the apartment building. I assume Billy will be up there. So we can at least deliver the news to her. In here, yep, that's gotta be it.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked. The door rattles against your knuckles, but there's no response.
Knock, knock.
The door rattles again, but this time you hear an elderly woman's voice calling out from inside.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
She have a... For a second, I thought she was holding a gun in that picture. Hold on, who am I speaking to?
Doesn't matter who I am. Now go on, get out of here.
From within comes the faint sound of a broom sweeping across the concrete floor.
This is the police. Open the door.
Ha! The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
Should I try and appeal to some nicety? That probably is not going to do anything. Let me inside. It's cold out here. I'm not joking.
No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
She trails off, leaving the sentence unfinished.
Backyard door? There must be another entrance to the east.
Ma'am, we're looking for Billy Majon's apartment. We have important news to deliver.
No reply. You can hear faint sweeping inside. A gust of wind blows through your clothes.
Alright, fine. So there's this door back here, which I don't think we can get in
There
either.
must be another way into the building.
God, Kim, your voice is so loud whenever I look at this door. can we talk to this guy?
Hey, what's that noise down there?
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame.
It's the voice of someone who has something to hide, my liege.
You hiding something? Speak up, this is the police. Do I want to say that? Or do I want to say no trouble? You know what, drama? Alright, fine.
There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice.
He says sotto voce.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Let's see, you can maybe me in the apartment, tell me the name, or tell me your name, and a good view of the Whirling's backyard. I need to get in the apartment. Can you help me?
Help you? No, sorry, gendarme. I have to run.
Can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Aha.
That's definitely not his real name.
You're not actually called Martin Martinez, are you?
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice?
He scans the courtyard. It's silent, like the bottom of a well, every sound captured and reflected back. Looks like you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I can tell that you finally got him down. Thank you. It was quite a disturbing sight, even by Martinez standards.
What were you doing last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
Did you, Kim?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
Wait. So we asked him about the hanging, and a muscular type came by before we did and asked about it. I mean, the only muscular types I can think of would be the Seminoles racist, and maybe Titus himself, but Titus wouldn't do it. And I don't think the Seminoles guy would either. I can't really think of anyone else we've run across that would be a muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
The lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Rain patters on the windowsills and dead houseplants. Too late to do them any good.
It'll take more than rain to bring this place back to life.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
He was my Sunday friend.
Is this the homosexual underground? What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the grey sky, the neighboring windows are streaked with rain. Someone hides behind a curtain. Those windows have eyes, and those eyes are watching, spying on you three.
All right, we'll talk later.
No. We won't.
He takes one last drag of his cigarette before stubbing it out on the balcony.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Oh, shit, my suggestion is so terrible. Oh, and it's a red check. I don't think I even have... I was going to say I wish I could have put on some different clothes to get my suggestion up. Not that I think I even have any that could. All right, come on. Roll that 28%.
Time to bring
Damn
out
it.
your secret charm. Tears and begging. Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog.
Oh, what? Please don't go. I'll stop drinking. I'll take out the trash. Just please don't leave me. Oh my God, Harry, pull yourself together. What do you want from me? Do you want me to cry? Huh?
No, for God's sake, I don't want you to cry.
He takes a quick step back and looks around, clearly disturbed.
Listen, I really have to go.
With a flick of his wrist, he sends the extinguished cigarette sailing over the rail.
Good luck with the investigation.
He walks away. He does have a little bit of a mince to his step. That's got to be our homosexual underground.
He's gone.
The lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. We should run after him, see where he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So we just give up?
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Let's go check out the door near the pier again. Once we found a way in, we can ask around for his apartment.
Great, let's do that. So, what is that on the ground?
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it.
Did someone put a key under the rock? Has someone actually put a key under the rock?
There's a key beneath it.
Good
rusty
God.
From the dirt.
Kim, I think we just got in.
This must be for the front door. Pity it doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has hundreds of apartments. We'll just have to go in and see.
All right, put the stone back. Also, is this an area that you can walk into at all? No. There's nothing else in this area either. Well, let's open the door. That goes out to the balcony. Is this just like a closet? The box is filled with cleaning chemicals, smells of laundry detergent. Is that the auditor? Oh, it's up here. +1 logic, -1 authority. Balancing the books, but filthy boho. Probably a narcomaniac. These flip-up sunglasses were fashionable in the old, but have since lost their popularity. Their thin gold alloy wire frames are a reminder of drug-addled bohemian artists. These days, the glasses are only favored by organized crime accountants who desire to look cool. How does it look on me? +1 logic, though. What does that bring me up to? Just 6. Encyclopedia is at 6, though. Wait, I've got 6 here. 5 from intellect base, 1 from items, which is the one I just got on. This one I've got like a 5 and 1. But I have a point put in here, and a 5 base, and a signature skill. Is the signature skill the +1 point that was just already in it? Anyway, that doesn't really matter. Do I want to keep these on? I mean, it is nice having all that encyclopedia. I really do enjoy encyclopedia, all that useless trivia. I guess let's try up this way first. Someone has drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall.
That isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words.
Right. I was just gonna say, as soon as I realized it was antlers, I was like, oh, inspect it closer.
The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
Why is the star upside down?
To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it.
Why white, though?
Because white is the color of peace.
What does it evoke in me?
Gone is the glory of hope. Only the scribblings of impoverished students remain in dirty hallways. You are the big communism builder now. It's you or no one.
Well, some shoes I could steal? Oh, there's just money in the shoes. So how far back does this go? Because this is to the right, it looks like a shorter area. Maybe I should do this first. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. These shoes come in 3 different sizes. I mean, sounds like a family lives here then. Apartment number 12. A loud rumbling snore comes from within. It's a bathroom. Like a public bathroom? In an apartment building? What? A Commodore Red. And a magnesium. Nice. Moss crawls on these bathroom tiles. Actual moss. These shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. Ugh. Maybe check the balcony. Is this the window where someone was staring? The curtains shift just a little. Someone is watching from within. The breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electric wires. God, don't put your stuff in there. Your cigarette butts. That's probably a door we can go in, so... Okay, come on. Someone's wearing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. 28. A door to be remembered. This is apartment 229. Or a door to apartment 29. Complete silence. Whoever lives here isn't home. This is the door to apartment 30. Voices from within, singing along to some buoyant dance track. Can we go farther back here? No.
A weathered brown door. The number reads 20. Something smells good. Soup à l'oignon. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock.
Hold on, Kim. We should discuss this before we move on. What should we expect? Wait, which... Was 20 the... Wait. Because I'm trying to determine, was 20 the door for Steban's meeting? No, it's probably downstairs in the room with the communist iconography. Alright, Kim, what should we expect?
You're right. Let's talk this through.
He looks at the apartment door and lowers his voice a bit.
You hear some light footsteps and what appears to be a daily weather forecast playing on the radio.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Méjean. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself.
Did we know that 20? Okay, maybe we did get that from the radio. I didn't remember the exact number of like the apartment from the radio, but okay.
Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
Do you have any advice on how to tell her he's...
Dead? Just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
What if I don't want to do this?
Yes, it's hard. But there is no easy way to handle this information. It just has to happen, as soon as possible.
Well then, I guess... I think I'm ready.
The lieutenant motions towards the door.
Knock.
Hello? Who is it?
That's her. I recognize that voice. Voice calls out from the other side of the door.
And someone turns down the radio.
Is this Billy Majon's home? This is the police. Please open the door.
The police? A moment, please give us a moment.
You hear shuffling inside.
Tidying up. Nervously.
Come in, the door is open.
I mean, it's not a bad little apartment. Is there anything that I might want to... Any clothes I might want to use that would be better in this situation? The skills I might want here... Let's see. Empathy would be a big one. Maybe composure. Do I have anything that does empathy and composure? I do have empathy. Alright, put that on. Do I have other empathy or composure? It's minus composure. +1 composure. Okay. Yeah, I can either do those shoes or those shoes. My composure is 5. My empathy is only 3. Might actually be better to have these. Right. Empty pack of red Astra cigarettes hidden under the bed. Same brand of cigarettes we found in the trash next to the deceased. Well, we shouldn't just go through her whole apartment, right? We gotta talk to her. But, also, I'm just about out of time for the day. So, next time we'll talk to Billy and let her know that her husband has passed on. So until then, good night. I'll see you next time.